So, hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is It Diary by Akinyi, and I'm glad I'm hosting you today. If you're coming here for the first time, subscribe, like my video, leave a comment down below. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you. And today I wanted to talk about friendship. First of all, friendship is a very deep thing. It's a very long story. You and your friend, you just know how maybe you've known each other for a long time, or you just known each other for a short time, but you find yourself being best friends just because you have the same dreams, you have the same goals, or maybe you there is a situation that brought the two of you together, and that is why I'm here today. But there is something that I want to discuss which is a bit different, and that is, when do you think you should leave that friendship? When do you think you're being wasted? Yes, maybe you're being wasted, maybe you are the one who is wasting others. Yeah. First of all, in friendship, there is intentional and unintentional breakup. First of all, unintentional, we will not even call it a breakup, because sometimes it is just because we have outgrown our friends. Maybe our friends have moved from one city. We were in the same city together, and now they have gone to another place. That friendship obviously cannot continue, and it cannot be as solid as it was when the two of you were together. Maybe it's a job setting, and maybe you have left the job, or she has left, or he has left. So the friendship cannot be as solid, and maybe saying hi to each other at this point will sound cliche, because you no longer share interest, you no longer meet. But there are red flags to friendships. Then there is a place that you have reached, and maybe your friend, who you think is your friend, is not adding as much as is not adding anything to you, because friendship should also be beneficial. It should not be one-sided. And the moment you find yourself second guessing if you truly are friends, that is a red flag. If you're second guessing, meaning you're the only one who feels like you feel like you should be their friend, but they do not feel the same way about you. And all the time, it's always just about you thinking of the friendship, doing something for the friendship. That is, it means that it is time for you and that your friend to part ways. When there's no more communication, when there is totally no more communication, the friend is ghosting you. Instead of maybe reaching out, they're just there viewing your status. When you post a status, they're the first people to view the status, but you are not talking, and you call yourself friends. That is like, there is something that maybe you have done, and they don't want to come to you straight and tell you, this and this has happened, but I didn't like it. Instead of ghosting, they should just come and tell you the truth, point blank. When there's no communication, that means that friendship is already broken. Remember, communication is the basic for everything. You must communicate to your father, you must communicate to your mother, because you people are related. Communication is needed. And when in a friendship, and you are the one who is always giving, you give your time, you give your money, you give presents, you give your all until it reaches a point you feel you are drained. You're the one that is being drained in that friendship. Obviously, there is no perfection anywhere, not even in friendship. Nobody is perfect. There is no place you can say that you're giving 50-50. But even if it's 40-60, it means that this time when I do 60, next time you're doing 60. If I do 40 today, next time you're doing the other one. But if you're the one that is always giving 80, and you're given 20%, now that is not friendship. One person is out of the friendship. Another thing that will make friendship end, and this one is common when you have found other friends. And when you find other friends and you feel that these friends are this you find that these friends are fulfilling what you want in friendship, and these friends are making you are bringing out the best version of you. It's time to compare whether you continue with your other friend who is maybe not bringing the best out of you and maybe is not even recognizing that you are their friend. Yeah, and now maybe it's time to end that relationship. And when these people have broken your trust, if in a slight provocation you are you may be exchanging words with them, and in this in these provocation, they decide to do what? To spill the beans, and now they have become angry, and now they are saying, oh, you remember you told me this, you told me that. That is already a broken trust. These are people you cannot say anything to. You cannot you, ca- you cannot confine in them what you to you is private or is a secret. So at this point, these are broken trusts. And remember, trust is trust. Once you break it, trust cannot be repaired. It cannot be paid. Trust is trust. It is just something so fragile. So when these people have already broken the trust, there's nothing you can do about it. They have done too many things to hurt you. Your friend has done too many things. He has lied about you. She has lied about she has lied about you. Maybe she has snatched what is yours. Maybe she is even becoming friends to your enemy. And as always, a friend to my enemy is my enemy. There's no way I can entertain a friend who entertains my enemy. If we are not going this direction together, it only means we are not friends. Another situation would be you are the one who is always holding on to this relationship. Most of the time, you are the one who is always saying sorry. When there is a conflict and you have resolved it, you are the one who is always the first to text, the first to make a call, the first to visit, the first to reach out, the first one to always say sorry. You are the one who is always feeling as if you have hurt them. They have never felt that they have hurt you. It is time to move on. This is not friendship. Yeah, if you're always there, you're saying sorry, you are even overcompensating them because of what you did. First of all, that only shows that you are the one that is lacking something. And maybe you feel that you being alone, you won't be as fulfilled. There's no fulfillment when you are alone, and you are fulfilled when you are with them. And now, this is what they are using against you because they know that if I go, she will come back and say, sorry, you are being treated as trash, but you don't feel at all. Another one is they call when they need your help. Most most of these toxic friends call you when they need you to help them. If they feel it is convenient for you to help them is when they call and tell you, I was thinking about telling you this and I want you to help me. But when you need help, they will ghost you for some time. When you have solved your situation and now you are back on your feet, they are back again. Why? Because they are not as responsible as maybe you think. You are the only one who is responsible in this situation, and you are comfortable being disrespected, or you are comfortable when they run to you for help. You are fast to help them. You are too fast on your feet to help them, but they can never do the same. If they cannot give back what you're giving them, it only means they're not your friend. They're just there for the convenience. Another one, you feel judged or not enough. When friends when friends are always judging you, okay, you are not perfect, but a friend should just tell you what you've done wrong, or just tell you this and this, I don't agree with you. But instead, they're judging you and making you feel like you're not enough, making you feel like what you've done, what you have done, you has never been done on earth. No, a good friend should bring you to your level of understanding first and then talk to you in a calm way. They should even try to advise you instead of judging. They don't respect your boundaries. First of all, everyone, all of us should have boundaries, whether friends or not. We should have our boundaries. But when you have someone who does not respect boundaries, who oversteps other people's boundaries, that is not a good friend. And it's not even when they do it to you. Even when you see them do that to others, just know you are next on the line. If someone does not respect other people's boundaries, even yours they won't respect. Friends who do not celebrate your milestones. Friends should be happy for their friends. If you have achieved something, milestones are different for everyone, because some of us do achieve other milestones at a younger age. Some of us achieve them later. But your friends should be so happy for you when you achieve something that you wanted so bad, or maybe this is just something that you needed to achieve. They should be happy for you. They should be there to cheer up for you. But toxic friends will disappear on you until you're done celebrating, and now that celebration is over. Is when they come back to you, and they come back with a bunch of excuses of how maybe they could not make it to come. They could not make this and that. That is not friendship. That is already one-sided relationship. The next one is they disappear on you when they find love. Friends who disappear on you when they find love, or they are falling in love with other people. And now when their relationship is on turmoil, they come back to you, running to you to tell you that their relationship is struggling, so that you can give them advice. Just keep in mind that the advice you're giving them, you will be used against you, because they'll say it's so and so who told me. They won't treat your advice as a friendly advice. They will even treat it as uh, when the two of them get back together, your friend may as well say that you're the one who wanted them to separate, just because for her you're just like a painkiller, and once you're done with, you should not be used again. And sometimes we we will we will like overburden a friendship, meaning that you expect your friend to be everything to you, that they should be the shoulder you lean on, they should be your spiritual advisor, they should be your counselor. No, people are people are different. People see things differently, and maybe your friend is not able to give you all these things. You should just know the strength that they have, and if you're not finding that friendship beneficial, if you're finding this friendship draining you, it's not beneficial, and you're the one who is always ready, like to be the big person. No, both of you can be the bigger person. It's not always supposed to be you and you alone. So it only means that if it's you and you alone who is always fighting to be the bigger person and to understand the other one as if the other one is a child, it doesn't work like that. That is not friendship. And I'll give you some things, I'll say this as I end. There are things that we should do after we've left that friendship. And make sure that when we are leaving these friendships, we don't leave them with fights and a lot of drama. No, you just distance yourself quietly, no fights. By the time maybe they realize that you are no longer their friends, they will sit down and now they will recollect and think of what maybe they did wrong in that relationship. But we should not leave these friends with fights and a lot of drama and causing many things and people spilling tea here and there. And one thing we should not do is don't fight with these people. Just because this is because you are not the priority in this friendship. You are never the priority. You have realized that you are the one who has given so much, so it means that you are never the priority. When you fight for them, they'll feel as if you are hurting. You see, you are hurting, and also what will make them happy is to see you hurt. So don't fight for them that much and be quiet. Be quiet from this time when you want to leave these friendships or this relationship. Be quiet. Be more calm unusually. Another thing is don't be available. Don't avail yourself. Don't avail yourself all the time. Don't always be there. At least get away for some time, for a long time that is. And when you come back, at least these things have died down. Don't be closer to their best friends. It's not time to go to their best friends and try being friends with them. Remember, these are their friends, and they will use that opportunity to do or to get back at you. So don't be closer to their best friends. Another thing is take a long time alone before you meet another friend, and maybe you start being all nice and taking friend taking taking friendship serious. Be alone for a long time. For a long time. Just be alone. Focus on yourself. Read books. Journal. Watch what you loved watching. Because friends also take away your your time alone. Have more time alone. Watch what you love to watch. Do what you could do with maybe your close friends. No, not friends, with your family, with your immediate family. What you could do with them before you start again having friends who are not like family. Another one is forgive yourself for the mistakes that you did in that friendship. Maybe most of the things that were done to you, you are the one that you allowed. So when you want to heal from this friendship, just before you get into another friendship, make sure that you forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. That is the first thing. Find a way of forgiving yourself, telling yourself, you know what, self, I am sorry I let you down. And then be honest. Be as honest as possible if you can to yourself, because there's no another you. You can have any other friends, many friends as possible, but you cannot find another person who is you yourself, you the original one. There's no other person like you. So when you're honest to yourself and you tell yourself, this is what I want and this is how I want to be treated, you will be treated the same way, because it will always be a code. Nobody will treat you any other way than how you want to be treated. You will attract the energy that you're giving out. When you're honest to yourself and what you want is what you want is what you want to be given truly, you find yourself being around people who value you, and being around friends who mean what they are to you. And now, if you loved my video, thank you for watching until the end. Subscribe, follow me to the comment section, and tell me what part of this video has interested you, or what have you learned, or maybe you can tell me what else is the sign of a toxic friend. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Have a blessed day.